Good morning, Adventure Cats. Alright, today is both the day we make the chocolate pudding and the last cooking stream we're going to do for a little bit. We must pack all of this up in preparation for finding a new abode. Alrighty. So we have 1 liter of coconut cream. We have 1/3 of a cup of dextrose. We have two tablespoons of cornstarch. Then we have 1/2 of a teaspoon of carob. Now I found the carob's flavor comes through pretty strong, so we're gonna go with that. And if we need to adjust that by like bringing it up, we'll add a little bit more. But I'm feeling like that should do us. We have 1/2 a teaspoon of baking powder. And then we have 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Then we have 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And that is all the wonderful, glorious stuff that's going to be going into our pudding. Yay! Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. So in goes. Oh, there we are. In goes step 1. Our coconut milk. I can't word today. I have wording. Coconut milk is a check. And because we're using coconut milk, we can do it in this order. If I was using cow milk or goat milk, we'd have to do this completely differently. But because this is a vegan recipe, this goes in first. Okay. Alrighty. Then in also goes our dextrose and our salt. Check. As you will. And we are also going to toss in our carob. There we are. There we are. There we go. Alright. And then we have a whisk. We are going to whisk this together. I know it is a whiskey. Sorry. I'm not sorry. Not sorry. Alright. It is a whiskey proposition. What's gotta be done? Okay, and we're gonna go to medium-high heat here. Medium-high. And going. So it is Friday! As hope you are all getting ready for a wonderful and happy, I think it's a long weekend this weekend. I'm not 100% sure, maybe next weekend. Hypothetically, there's a long weekend. At some point in the very near future. And I hope that you are getting all prepped to enjoy that to the maximum of your ability. Good morning, Sean! Good morning! Extra good morning on his eye. Woo! Alrighty, so we have thoroughly mixed our stuff ooze and our thing ooze. We're gonna get a plate ooze so I can do a taste ooze in a minute. But first we're gonna let it bubble. Our tasting spoon all ready to go. And we have the last of the ingredients we're going to need. Now these two, the vanilla and the butter, we are going to be adding very last of all. That is like the last thing we do after we turn the heat off. Oh, good evening. I see. One of those days, isn't it? Good morning, baby. Alrighty. I'm gonna test to see if this is. Yeah, it's carabiners. If you want to add more to yours and you're like, no, I need a little more carob in that, you go right ahead. I am happy with this flavor combination. I was going for like a subtle carob flavor as opposed to like a heat in the face carob flavor. It is, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. This is true. You're like, oh no, I'm still awake. Uh-oh. Well, at least you'll have company while you're still. You know, I had the same problem last night, Sean. I went to bed. Well, first I made the Nyan Cats video, right? And that was like 7 p.m. And I was like, oh my. Well, this, I thought, because, I fell into creating it, and then time flew, and I didn't have time to do a workout, nothing. So I went straight to bed. And I laid in bed until like, what? I stared at the ceiling going, I wish I could go sleep right now. It'd be great. And I fell asleep somewhere between 1 and 2. So I think I slept for like an hour and 15 minutes. Which is, better than nothing, but at the same time, oh! Indeed, you're like, hey, but you got an hour and 15 minutes more than I got. That's fair. But think of this on the plus side. This is you are catching the last of the food streaming videos for a while because we gotta pack all this up, right? Like we're still doing the apartment hunt, but it is getting to be time. Getting to be time. There's going to be a new tenant taking over the basement part of this property, and so we're gonna have to move the studio upstairs. And there is no room upstairs for a studio kitchen. So the kitchen is going to go away for a while. Might be as long as a month. Zoo-woo, zoo-woo, zoo-woo. Yeah, so if nothing else, you're getting the last one. So speak it. Good morning, Mom. We are on to bringing our stuff to a boil. Yeah. Extra meow. Oh, and for Illuvium today, we have special guest, Garth, who is going to help me not suck in arena mode. we're gonna do survival, and it's gonna be glorious, maybe, because as you all know, I am terrible at that aspect of the game. I rock the overworld. We rock lands. We get into survival mode, and I'm like, no, it's round 15, and I'm dead again. So here's hoping. Here's hoping we have. And then of course we have Nyan Cats and dun 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 da 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 victim. Schedule for today. Oh, it bubbles! Okay. Mm-hmm. It is now time for us to do this part. We are going to add in our cornstarch and water. Remember, we have 2 teaspoons of cornstarch here, or tablespoons. Sorry, tablespoons, not teaspoons. Tablespoons. Spoon size matters. Mm-hmm. Like it does? It does. Mm-hmm. There we go. In that goes. Alrighty. Remember, anytime you add cornstarch, it needs 2 minutes after that. So it is 4:12. So at 4:14, this will be done. Oh, look at that thicken. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Alright, we're turning ourselves down to medium heat. We are medium even, so we are 5 on the scale now. And so we give it its 2 minutes of fluffing down, and then we add in the baking powder. And then 3 minutes after that. And then we turn off the heat, add in our vanilla and butter, and then put it in the containers. And then you want to refrigerate it for at least an hour. You want to make sure it's cold. You must serve this cold. Now, the reason why this is really important is because baking powder needs the time for it to finish having its chemical reaction. If you try to eat it before then, it's going to taste like baking powder bubbling. You're like, this tastes very baking powdery. But, if you wait and let it do its thing, then it doesn't taste like that, because the baking powder will be done having its chemical reaction, right? And the baking powder is where we're getting our volume from, like our extra floof. The floof. We get the thickness from the cornstarch and the floof from the baking powder. Like, can I just skip it then and not add the baking powder? Yeah, you could, but it's not the same. Then you've made gravy. Or cream sauce. You've made a chocolate cream sauce as opposed to a pudding. Mm-hmm. Which, not to say isn't also good. You could totally take it and drizzle it over a bunch of stuff, but it will not be the same. Okay, 4:14. Alright, it is time. See? See that? That is what you taste during its chemical reaction phase, right? Alright, 3 more minutes. Alrighty. 4:17! 4:17, and then it's ready for the butter and the vanilla. Do 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 da na 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 da 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 da. But yeah, so this is our volumizer. And now we give it the volume. And then also and then. You're like, no and then. Yes, and then! Only and then. Extra and then on the side. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Enjoy. Do 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 do. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Alright. One more minute to go. And then it is time for the last 2 ingredients. Bum bum bum. Bum dun 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 dun. And yes, before you ask, using the margarine or butter is important. The salt in it matters. It affects the flavor and stuff like that. Like, this is one of the few things where you can't be like, and I use cooking oil instead. Nope. Nobody, nope. 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 Also, if you were to use coconut oil, once again, that would affect flavor in a different way. That's not what that is not the flavor we're going for in this particular instance. So you're gonna either want a vegan margarine or a butter replacement, or if you're vegetarian, you can go get butter. All of these options work, but it's gotta be the thing. And you want the salted kind, not the unsalted, the salted. You'd have to adjust. You gotta do this. Okay, alrighty. It is time. Hey, Jamar, good morning. Good morning. That's you. Alright, in goes the butter. You were in time for pudding. And you are actually in luck. This is the last cooking stream we're going to do for like a month. so, so you lucked out. You're. And I do have more kitten codes today for you. But it's gonna have to wait till we get to Nyan Cats. Nyan Cats is after Olivia, so soon to you, man. Soon to you. Alrighty. Ooh, and do you play Olivia? Are you familiar with that game? Because it is another Web3 game, and it's awesome. It's Pokemon. It's Pokemon. It's very nice. It looks in the little. It's Web3 Pokemon. With like lands and stuff like that for you to like with a little city builder and about like it's cool. It's cool. I like it. It tickles me. I want to catch that button. You know what I mean? All right, it's done. It is done. We're on to the last phase, which is where we take it. We put it in little containers. Like so, like these containers here. You're like, oh, not these. Yes, these containers. These are the containers. All right. Yeah. Repeating today, I am using the plastic containers instead of the glass ones. Mostly because the glass ones have all been brutalized by my cat. And they're in the dishwasher right now. All right. Yeah. Okay. We have our ladle. We have the power. And we have pudding. Beautiful, glorious, wonderful pudding. Pudding. Yeah. And koi. Here we go. 1. And then. 2. And then. 3. You're like, 4. 21. Okay, there we go. I'm making a mess. You're like that. You make a lot of messes. It's okay. I also clean up a lot of messes. Okay. And then we're just gonna do that again. I wonder if I can just like, situate these a little bit better. I was gonna see if we can put them so we don't have to move them around. That'd be very nice. Okay. Oh, this smells really nice. It's got like that earthly chocolate scent to them, but not super strong. Just a little bit. And koi. There. I think if we do like so, that'd work. And koi. 1. And then 2. And then 3. And then 4. And then we do it again. All right. Dun 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 doo. And the last of it goes in the last one, and it is finished. Probably gets squeezed. There we go. Huzzah! It is Lafini with Lafini on the side. Also, it is Lafini. And koi. Alrighty. We clean up our mess. We are good to go. And I will put this in a fancy bowl later so that we can take a pretty picture of it for this video. As you will. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep making messes. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. This is really important when you make pudding. You need to put a covering on them. If you do not put a covering on them, they will grow like a film on the top that's kind of like a skin. This prevents that. So always cover. You can use saran wrap. You can use like fitted lids. Yeah, unlike cloth doesn't really do it. As you need something. You need that seal. Alrighty, our pudding is done. And it's now time for us to move on to Olivia. Yay! Alright, give me a second. For those of you on YouTube, I will see you in a month or two. For those of you chilling on the glory and wonder that is Twitch, just chillax, relax, hang on, and I'm going to switch us over.